Welcome everyone. It is I, King Emilio, and we are reacting to the video 6 myths about the Middle Ages that everyone believes. Join me on this journey today. Welcome, Gabe. How you doing, Gabe? This is the night version of Saturday Night Live. It is. How you doing, Gabe? Hello, my king. Everyone, come on in. Jaw J the 6 on Twitch. Good day, my liege. Good day, everyone. Everyone, come and join me on this adventure. For today, we are exploring the 6 myths about the medieval ages that everyone believes. Let's get the likes up, everyone. Before we begin, let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares up on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch. We're live on all those platforms right now. How you doing, Nicholas the Loyal? Sup, Emilio? How you doing? Have you heard of the Bread Boys by any chance? I've heard of them. I don't know much about them, but I've heard of them. All right, everyone. Who wants to accompany me on this great journey? Let us begin.
Medieval Europe, where unbathed, sword-wielding knights ate rotten meat, thought the earth was flat, defended chastity belt-wearing maidens, and tortured their foes with grisly gadgets. Except, this is more fiction than fact. So where do all the myths...
You see? Now you're understanding. The lies that were spoken. We must dig deeper. What are the lies? What are the lies, chat? Let's see.
about the Middle Ages come from, and what were they actually like? The Middle Ages refers to a 1,000-year time span stretching from the fall of Rome in the 5th century to the Italian Renaissance in the 15th. Though it's been applied to other parts of the world, the term traditionally refers specifically to Europe. One misconception is that medieval people were all ignorant and uneducated. For example, a 19th century biography of Christopher...
You see? I thought as well. Most of them were idiots, illiterate. But that has been a lie all this time. They were well educated, to my knowledge. Let's see.
Columbus incorrectly purported that medieval Europeans thought the Earth was flat. Sure, many medieval scholars described the Earth as the center of the universe, but there wasn't much debate as to its shape. A popular 13th century text was literally called On the Sphere of the World, and literacy rates gradually increased during the Middle Ages alongside the establishment of monasteries, convents, and universities. Ancient knowledge was also not lost. Greek and Roman texts continued to be studied. The idea that medieval people ate rotten meat and used spices to cover the taste was popularized in the 1930s by a British book. It misinterpreted one medieval recipe and used the existence of laws barring the sale of putrid meat as evidence it was regularly consumed. In fact, medieval Europeans avoided rancid foods and had methods for safely preserving meats, like curing them with salt.
That's a new and amazing misconception that we all thought. You see, these peasants, farmers, did not eat rotten meats. No. They ate very well. And as you can see, they salted to cure the meat.
Support King Emilio by ordering merch from his store. Link in bio. Thank you for the kingdom.
Spices were popular, but they were oftentimes pricier than meat itself. So if someone could afford them, they could also buy unspoiled food. Meanwhile, the 19th century
You would need the gold. As you can see, you would need the gold. The gold makes the world go round. So if you wanted to buy some spices, some good food, thy gold will be needed.
French historian Jules Michelet referred to the Middle Ages as 1,000 years without a bath. But even small towns boasted well-used public bathhouses. People lathered up with soaps made of things like animal fat, ash.
You see? See, chat? No. In the medieval era, in the medieval ages, it was a misconception to think everyone was dirty. No. They bathed. They wanted to smell good, especially walking in and out of the kingdom, around the village. No one likes anyone that smells bad, right? They're like, oh, you're stinky. No.
Ash and scented herbs, and they used mouthwash, teeth scrubbing cloths with.
Thank you for the follow, Dragon. I appreciate the follow, Dragon. Everyone, do me a favor, whether you watch me on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, hit that follow, chat. Let me read a couple of your comments before we continue. King Emilio, I realized how bad Crawley is and what a great king you are. I asked to join you. It would be an honor. Lone Wolf writes, hello, my king. How you doing? How you doing, Lone Wolf? How's everyone doing? Let me see. Let me predict the Middle Ages weren't actually really dark. That's a great prediction. Let us continue.
And spices and herbs for fresh-smelling breath. So how about medieval torture devices? In the 1890s, a collection of allegedly terrible relics of a semi-barbarous age went on tour. Among them, the Iron Maiden, which fascinated viewers with its spiked doors, but it was fabricated, possibly just decades before, and there's no indication Iron Maidens actually existed.
It was all a lie! Everyone, the great medieval torture device, the Iron Maiden. It looks like there was no real proof that it ever existed, and it was used more for, how would I say it? As best I can describe it, was used to lure and attract the gold coin. You would pay, you would see, and you'd be like, oh my! The medieval era was quite brutal. Atheron Fire Right Show? Yes, Atheron. Heyo! Right now we're going through the video called 6 Myths About the Medieval Ages That Everyone Believes. Thank you for the follow. UG is cool. Sup? How you doing? Nicholas writes, biggest plot twist. I know, Nicholas. Wait, what? I know. There you go. All right, let's continue, everyone. Let us continue.
In the Middle Ages. The Pear of Anguish, meanwhile, did exist, but probably later on, and it couldn't have been used for torture. It may have just been a shoe stretcher. Indeed, many torture devices are far more recent inventions. Medieval legal proceedings were overall less gruesome than these gadgets suggest. They included fines, imprisonment, public humiliation, and certain forms of corporal punishment. Torture and executions did happen.
What? Oh no. We've been all lied to. I thought there was constant torture. Tell me your secrets. No. Then we shall torture you until we get it. That was all a lie. As you can see, it was more likely you would pay a fee, you would be imprisonment, public shame, but not likely that you would be tortured. That's to a certain degree, that's good news, isn't it, chat? Jugs writes, I thought it was pure carnage. I thought so too, Jugs. Yeah, something was last resort, basically. I think so. Yes, DJ. Public shame seems to be the worst. I think so, Raider, because I couldn't bear to look at anyone after I got tomatoes thrown at me. Imagine that. They're throwing tomatoes at you, and then the next day you just have to act like, well, I just didn't get tons of tomatoes thrown at me. And how about the tavern wenches will be looking and I will be like, oh no, not in front of the tavern wenches. Couldn't bear to live like that. Also, bribery for telling the secrets. I think so. As you know, chat, the gold coins makes the world go round. And I think that the bribery will be better.
But especially violent punishments, like drawing and quartering, were generally reserved for crimes like high treason. Surely chastity.
Oh,
belts
as you
were
can
real,
see.
though.
Treason? Oh, you would not be given imprisonment. You would be tortured. So, to a certain degree, there was torture, but it was more for significant... How would I say it? Higher levels... No. Not higher levels. I would say... severe crimes. There we go. Severe crimes would lead to torture. That makes more sense. There you go, King. Yeah, there you go. Mark writes, hello, King Emilio. How you doing? What up, my friend? I'm doing great, Mark. How are you doing? Sir Marcus Knight writes, hello, King. I've arrived once again. Welcome in. And also heresy. You got that right, DJD. Heresy, treason, things that would affect the crown. Oh, you would definitely be tortured. Let's continue, everyone. And remember, Chad, whether you're watching me on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, let's get the likes up, everyone. I need everyone to double tap and share the live so the stream can be sent out to many new and great supporters. And remember, if you're loving streams like this, there's a great way you can support the Great Kingdom. We have a segment called Product of the Day, which showcases an amazing Armor Kingdom treasure. And today's treasures is none other than the Armor Kingdom collectibles. These are just 2 of over 9 different collectibles, and you can order yours by clicking on the link in the bio. Support the great stream. Support the Great Kingdom by ordering your merch today. Link in bio. Let us get back to the gameplay. No, I mean, let us get back to the stream.
Right? Probably not. They were first mentioned by a 15th century German engineer, likely in jest, alongside fart jokes and a device for invisibility. From there, they became popular subjects of satire that were later mistaken for medieval reality. Ideas about the Middle Ages have varied depending on the interests of those.
Everyone, the chastity belt.
King Emilio.
We've been duped. We've been fooled.
Link
The chastity belt. Oh! We've been lied to. What's going on? How you doing, Velix boss? What we're doing right now is going over the 6 myths about the medieval ages that everyone believes. What's your opinion on Arthur? You mean King Arthur? He did great things in his time. King, when will the Dragon Swords necklace come back in stock? Sir Marcus Knight, we had them in stock a few weeks ago, but then they sold out again. I'm gonna do my best to get them back in stock. Some things I'm probably going to avoid talking about. The belt. Ah, yes, after on the fire. Props for your favorite streamer living in another country. Thank you. I'm back, King. Welcome. All right, let's continue.
Those in later times. The term, along with the pejorative Dark Ages, was popularized during the 15th and 16th centuries by scholars biased toward the classical and modern periods that came before and after. And, as Enlightenment thinkers celebrated their dedication to reason, they depicted medieval people as superstitious and irrational. In the 19th century, some romantic European nationalist thinkers...
You see, the Dark Ages weren't like many people believe. Dark, wicked, superstition. No. Those individuals were a bit more sophisticated. It's a lie! You hear me? It's a lie, chat!
romanticized the Middle Ages. They described isolated white Christian societies, emphasizing narratives of chivalry and wonder. But knights played minimal roles in medieval warfare, and the Middle Ages saw large-scale interactions. Ideas flowed into Europe along Byzantine, Muslim, and Mongol trade routes, and merchants, intellectuals, and diplomats of diverse origins visited medieval European cities. The biggest myth may be that the millennium of the Middle Ages...
What do you think about what you just heard? It's crazy, huh? Most of the things that we believed, especially when we read through the books, the fairy tales about the medieval ages, I come to find out that most of it is not true. Not true at all! More peaceful than today, for real. Indeed, Jugs. Someone writes Skibbity. Bone Meal the Night writes, you are Sigma. I appreciate that. Sir Marcus Knight writes, you are Sigma. Thank you. How do you feel about heretic knights? Not too fond of them. I rather loyal knights. Great knights. You look cute. Oh my. Frogs writes, Team Knight. Appreciate that. Everyone, do me a favor. Let's double tap. Let's share the live, great warriors. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the gifts, great warriors. All right, let's continue. Thank you, Rookie. Appreciate that, Rookie.
Ages amounts to one distinct, cohesive period of European history at all. Originally defined less by what they were than what they weren't, the Middle Ages became a ground for dueling ideas, fueling more fantasy than fact. History is full of legends. Learn about the imaginary king who influenced real-world politics for over 400 years with this video, or dig into the legend of King Arthur.
Wow. That was crazy. I found a lot of things that I didn't know that I believe were true at some point in my life, but now come to find out most of it was a lie. We've been duped. Ah! Hollywood propaganda writes DJD. I know. What are we watching? Night. We were Night. Let me see. Jorito or Jasper. Yeah, Night Jasper. We were watching 6 myths about the Middle Ages that everyone believed. It was unfortunate. Well, Kingdom. That wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I go, everyone, hit that follow, hit the likes, share the stream, and I will be back later on to do some epic gameplays. If you're loving the stream, support the stream by acquiring amazing merch, joining my Patreon. Great ways to support the Great Kingdom, and we can grow this together with your support. Before you go and before I go, I will end like this. Remember to be brave, to be courageous, and most of all, my great warriors, believe in yourself. The journey continues. I yield the floor. For the kingdom. For the kingdom. For the kingdom. Until our paths meet again, my friends, I bid you farewell.